Hey everybody, is there anybody here? Sorry about that. So if anybody's watching this on replay and you tried to watch the first time, sorry. Anybody just coming in, sorry. Don't know what happened. Technical problems right from the start. Clicked on it, I just was spinning, and then anyway, so sorry. Hopefully we can get going. I'm still not seeing any picks being made. Does anybody know if there's any picks being made yet? Because I'm still not showing it on my other computer, so I don't know what's going on here. Excuse me. I am going to see if I can find it somewhere else as well. Hey, Shamir, thanks for coming back in. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My camera just died, and I thought my camera was dead, and I checked it elsewhere, and it was working. And so I had to just start a new stream. Probably screws up the stream for the night, but hey, I'm still here, and whoever finds it will we'll have fun at least. Yeah, tech happens, exactly. I hate it. What are you going to do? So I'm going to look at TSN, see if something's happening there. I don't know if Cat Friendly is stuck or what's going on, but I'm not finding any. It's not moving at all. Let's see now. Are they giving us the draft? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know where else I can find it. So, Jeff, you managed to come back. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Just LA is picking, so I don't. So what's going on with Cap Friendly? Cap Friendly showing no pick for even New York. I imagine Lafreniere got picked for. Oh, there we go. I had to refresh. I got it. So I'm going to try to write all those down so I can do a video on it afterward. Although I can get it anywhere after this. So no surprise, Lafreniere gets picked first. So here we come with the first. Who went first? Attention. LA picked Byfield. I was right. No, Byfield. Lafreniere went first. Who went first? Okay, one. Lafreniere. Ray, not now, please. Who are the Habs taking? Well, you know, it really, it's hard to say right now. There's so many options. I said Lapierre or Jarvis, if he's still there. Possibly Caden Gooley, Braden Schneider, if they're going for a defenseman. I guess Dawson Mercer is a possibility. No, he didn't go first off. Listen, he's a good pick. Watch and see, but we'll see what happens. So LA is up. Although, Jeff, I guess I should refresh. I got two mouses here. I keep grabbing the wrong one. Byfield. So Byfield, I was right. Byfield went second. Ha. I would fully expect Stutzla to go here. This sucks. I got to refresh it every damn time to see if anybody. I don't like that. I got. You know, from the scouting reports, I'll go with from April, right? So there was no hockey after that. So there was definitely anyway from those scouting reports. I got to say I like Lapierre over Mercer from the scouting reports, and I've liked Lapierre since I first heard of him. So I liked his name, but this guy is going to be good as well. And I think probably anybody they can get in there, it's going to be. They're all decent prospects anyway. So, anybody think? Oh, I guess I should scroll down. That's why. Third. So Ottawa. Does Ottawa take Stutzla? What do you think? Sorry, I'm just writing down the order here. Go to fifth pick and then go from there. Jacob N. Not bad yourself. Yeah, I think Stutzla will be the guy picked here. Or did they pick him? I've got to refresh every damn time. So, nope, not picked yet. I think it'll be Stutzla. And then I think it's when you get to Detroit's pick, obviously, that's where, you know, it could be almost anybody. Well, not almost anybody, but there's like 3 guys that I think they possibly could take. No, it's not who cares. Ottawa's in our division. They're going to get better here. And, yeah, so we should care. You know what I mean? This is painful to watch, so don't worry about it. I guess it's virtual. I don't know what they're doing virtually, but it's probably better the way I'm doing it. Except I got to keep refreshing, and I don't know. You know, at least you just sit there and watch. I got to pronounce your name there. Tahatokenta Macomber. What do you think on Domi trade? Just curiosity with a name like that. You're native, I would think, right? Did I say that right? Did I pronounce the name right? I'm curious. You know, I'm leaving. You know, I offhand, if you're gonna look at it, I say I don't like that Mohawk. All right. So, are you from here? I want to say Kahnawake, Kanawage. Are you from just across the bridge here? Okay. Awesome. I got some friends over there. When I first, Anderson was probably the guy I least wanted of all the rumors, obviously. When I first heard about it, I don't like it. But I didn't like the Domi trade when we traded with Galchenyuk for Domi. I didn't like it at first either. So I'm gonna say I'll give it some time. I like the fact that it'll save us some cap space. Domi was probably asking for more money than they wanted to pay. That's what we've all come to figure out, I think, anyway. And yeah, I think we got to give it a chance because we didn't. Most of us thought Domi for Galchenyuk, are they crazy? And that turned out good. Mark Bergevin is a good trade maker. There's got to be more to it than we know. Or there's another move also. Something's going on. Hopefully it's not like the NFL draft where all the teams in the first round have known for at least 6 months who they're taking, yet they still take the maximum 10, 15 minutes available to them. Yeah, I hope not. Do you think they will sign Hall? I hope not. Just the same. I wasn't answering you, but it was the same answer. I don't really like Hall. I think Hall is overpriced, and we're going to regret it. That's my opinion. Yeah, I was about to correct it for you. I know you meant hope not. Yeah, Hall's not my guy. He's just, I don't know. Not for me. We're up to 8 people, 10 people. All right, welcome people, new people, welcome. Thanks for coming in. We're waiting on Ottawa's 3rd pick. The first pick, obviously, was Lafreniere. Second pick was Byfield. I got it right in my last mock draft. In all my mock drafts, I've had Byfield second. And we're waiting on Ottawa to see where they're going. Oh, boy, I cannot pronounce that one. We need to move up, guys, and get that Jack Quinn. I cannot at all pronounce that. So I don't know what to call you. So I apologize. But I guess you get that a lot. People can't pronounce that. I don't know. How do you pronounce it? Can you phonetically type that in? I would be very. I don't like having people I can't pronounce their name. Okay. Oh, it's Russian. Well, I figured it was yeah, something like that. But awesome. Let me hide. I don't know why you wrote it's Russian. They hid that. Why would they hide that? Awesome. I don't know if you're in Russia or you're here, but awesome. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. By the way, anybody in, if you're having a good time, you're enjoying the stream, give a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Get those thumbs up there. And if there's anybody new to the channel and you like what you're seeing, if you want to subscribe, that's down there. I'd appreciate that as well. And hit the notifications button and you'll get notified whenever I do a video or a live stream. Stutzla just went. Okay, let me refresh there. No, it's not showing it on Cat Friendly. Odd. Still not showing it on Cat Friendly. Jack Quinn all the way. So you're a Jack Quinn. I'd be happy with Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn wouldn't bother me at all. Rodion Amarov seems like a good one as well. Like there's a few good ones there that yeah, if it's not Lapierre, who I was going with, I'd be happy with, you know. So okay, so why is it not showing me Stutzler? Still not showing me Stutzler. Oh, what the hell's going on with that? Who is the guy you want to have to draft at that spot? Well, I picked Lapierre, Hendrix Lapierre. He's a local kid, which I think is good for, you know, for PR and for fans. Plus, I think he's really he's worth picking at that spot. So I'm not just saying it because he's a French kid. But I think he hits on like all cylinders for everything. But I do think there's like 4, 5 other guys there that they can go with, depending on if somebody, you know, somebody might fall like last year. But I think there's 4, 5, 6 guys there that, you know, they'd be fine to pick. So it's hard. There's so many good players now in this draft. There's so many good possibilities in this draft that, yeah, I don't know where they're going to go. There we go. Stutzler finally came out there. Now we find out. Okay, so the opportunity for us to get someone to fall. Askarov's got to go in the top 10. Plus, I'm thinking, and you need one of these top 10 teams to like make a reach for somebody that's not really expected, and then you're going to get somebody falling. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get anybody to fall into our hands. Would be nice. Okay, so Detroit's on the clock. You know, when I do fantasy hockey, so you have a draft at the beginning of the year, obviously. You know, I'm one of those guys, I'm always ready. My turn comes within a few seconds, like 90% of the time. Within 5 seconds, boom. And if I've got, like it's a snake draft, so if I'm at the front or the back, and I got a quick turnaround, I'm ready with my second guy. I don't take time, and some people just drive you crazy with how long they take. It looks like I'm already behind because it took me a good 2 minutes to get the Stutzler pick to show. Okay. Yes or no on Kovalchuk? No. Jacob is a yeah. No, you're okay. The unnamed person in the room, the unknown. We're gonna call you the unknown. The man with no name. For a year, yeah. I don't even think for a year. Honestly, I don't. I don't know. I don't like what I saw in the last 10 games. Then to go into Washington and he didn't really do anything. So I don't know. We need guys big and skilled. Well, we got one today who's big. We'll find out how skilled. But I think it's a good pickup in general, and we'll see if it's better than I think. He did good in Montreal, but considering, look, he played here 22 games. First 12 games, he had 13 points. And I think he ended up with 17 points, something like that. So the last 10, 11 games weren't very, weren't very productive. So I don't know. I'm not so sold on Kovalchuk. It's not like I don't respect him as a player or anything like that, but I mean, his age and all that stuff, I don't think it's going to work here. So depending on price that you're going to get him for, obviously minimum salary, maybe with incentives and bonuses like that. I don't know. But I don't think they're going to reach out for him. Lundell slides to the Habs. Lundell's another good one. I don't think he falls that far, but you never know. Josh Sanderson, great pickup 2 years ago. He scored 30. No, I believe he had 21 and 26 for 47 points. So no, he didn't score 30. I don't believe he has. He's only got 65 goals and 115 points in his career, so he hasn't scored a ton of goals yet. Third line, Kovalchuk all the way. But now that they got Anderson, where does Kovalchuk really slide in? Armia is going to be in third place, third line. So unless you're moving somebody, I don't see how Kovalchuk fits in at this point. Habs going to trade for Raquel in about an hour, but they got their right wing. I don't know why they'd go for Raquel now, though, Jeff. I don't know about that. Let's see now. Detroit, come on, Detroit. 27 goals. Oh, so was it 27 and 20? No, wait. Okay, I can't really check right now, but I thought it was 21 and 26 for 47 points in his one season where he had those kind of numbers. Braden Schneider going to the Habs. It's a possibility. Buffalo going to trade the 8th for Murray. Yeah, I mean, that's too. I can see that. Hey, Bob, how's it going? Expectations for Romanov next year? Well, I expect him to make the team, and I expect to see him on the third pairing in his first season. I expect big things from Romanov. I like Romanov a ton. Okay, I would have to check on. I can check on that right there. Let me check on that because I don't think that's accurate about Josh Anderson. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'll definitely give you that I could be wrong. You are 100% right. Awesome. Sorry for even questioning you on that, but I thought I remembered it from earlier. So, yeah, he's gotten 27 goals, so I even like it a little bit more. We're looking for a guy who's going to score. He doesn't necessarily have to be a playmaker because we got playmakers. We need guys that are going to have those kind of numbers, more goals than assists. That's what we need, a finisher. If that's the kind of guy we're going to get, this could be a really good trade. So, yeah, last season you got to write off. He was injured. He missed most of the year. And, yeah, Detroit takes Raymond. That is a bit of a surprise, but not at the same time, not really. I don't have it here yet, obviously. He's 6'3", and he's gritty. It's what we need. I said he's the kind of guy we need. I just didn't know if his scoring was enough, but again, I was going by skewed numbers in my head. So, yeah, I feel a little better that he's got 27 goals because that's what we need. We need a guy that 25 to 30 plus goals would be fantastic. He's going to play second line minutes with Suzuki and probably Drouin, I would think. I think it's still going to be Deneau, Tatar, Galley up front on the first line, and I think. He makes Montreal a little harder to play against. Well, okay, that's an interesting point too, there, Jeff. But I still feel good that he can finish. I think the point, though, Jeff, is that he can finish. So he's not a guy you're passing to like Lehkonen, who's not pulling the trigger very much. He'll pull the trigger. That's the kind of guy we need. Let's see if it works out. Enjoy the dream life. How's it going, buddy? I am watching on Cap Friendly, actually, and it's just you got to refresh every time, but getting a real-time update. So there you go, Lucas Raymond. So, yeah, so that's where I'm getting it. I don't know where else. If anybody's got a better place, let me know. I will go there. Yeah. Apparently, with the overpayment, LeBrun was saying there were a number of teams interested in Anderson, and they had to sweeten the deal to get him. So that's what the third-round pick was about, apparently. You didn't see much finish in his highlight package? Okay, listen. I didn't see. I'm just saying that I see 27 goals. He has to be able to finish a little bit. Josh in first for Domi and second or third. I don't know about a first, but I would think I think people would have preferred that it was Anderson and a third for Domi straight up, and not us giving the draft pick. Which, to me, it's almost splitting hairs. If that's the guy you want, then you sweeten the deal. I'm not saying it's the guy I want, but if that's the guy they wanted, I understand that they needed to sweeten the deal, because there were a lot of teams. I mean, depending on who you talk to, Anderson is like, people are really happy that we got him. So I don't know. I don't know well enough to know. I didn't watch any highlights, so we'll see. We're gonna have to see when play starts again. Will let me trade the 16th overall pick? We are going to find out in the next hour, I would think. So I'm getting better updates from you guys when it happens, which is fine. So you guys keep updating me, because you're ahead of this cat friendly for me. And it looks like you'd think, in the top few, they'd know it wouldn't take them so long to decide, but I don't know, I guess. 4 goals were empty net, and a few were getting hit in the ass with the puck. Okay. Well, listen, if you're going to say that, though, I'll just say this, and I'm not defending the guy either way, really. But we were all really happy about KK and his 4 goals. But, if we're really gushing on the guy, 2 of those goals were exactly like that. Getting hit with the puck and the puck going in, and he didn't do anything. So, but we were all up on KK. So I don't know if it's fair. Maybe just getting hit in the ass with the puck means you were in the right place. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And I'm not defending the guy. I'm just debating this now, and this is I think it's a fair point. But we also got to realize this. It's a done deal, and we're going to have to live with it. So you know what? MB's made really good trades, and so many of them, if not all of them, are questioned, and they turn out good. So I got to take a step back and say, even though I don't really like it up front, looking at it right now, I got to believe this is a good trade. That he hasn't lost his mind, and he knows what he's doing. So that's where I'm going with that. So okay, so there's 17 people. If you're enjoying me babbling away here, give a thumbs up. I'd love to get the 17 people in the room. Let's get 17 thumbs up. I'd love it. And if there's anybody who hasn't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Let's get I'm trying to get up to 1,400. I'm 25 away from 14. Don't think I'm going to pick them up here. But if I can pick up 2 or 3, I'd really love it. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate that a lot. And I guess I could say, if you want to join the membership and become a Talking Habs member, I don't know if they offer that here, but on my videos, there's a join button. You become a member. You get entered into a contest to win a pair of skates. So that's an option that you might like. And if you take a super chat and support the channel, you will get into that contest, and you may win that pair of skates. And from that, we'll go on with Ottawa picks Sanderson. I'm not, you know what? I'm surprised, but I'm not, because I had them taking Sanderson, I think, in my last video, I think in the last mock draft. I knew Sanderson was going to go high, but I don't know if I had Sanderson going in my last. But I've seen Sanderson, people thinking that Ottawa would take him. So Ottawa didn't take Askarov, which I kind of thought they might. They got a good defenseman there. Okay, so they got Stutzla and Sanderson, and they've improved their team. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Dan Jarvis, thank you. So yeah, let me see. I'm gonna refresh and see that. Now, who goes? Yeah, Jeff, I know you want to ask about who goes to the Ducks. I've had Holtz going there. Now Raymond is gone. I've been told Holtz isn't going before Raymond. Raymond's been picked. Does anybody think Holtz will be picked by the Ducks? I'm just refreshing to see. Okay, there's the Sanderson. That's a good pick by Ottawa. Ottawa did well there. Rossi. You think Rossi's going next? Who? Okay, let's hear. Who? Everybody, put in your who you think's going to go next. I do have a problem with trading Domi for Anderson. Anderson's lack of production means the Habs still need a goal-scoring winger. Giving a third-round pick adds a little insult to this trade. Well, you know, he has scored the 27 goals, whether it was Panarin feeding him or not, whatever the deal is there. So, no, I don't think we still are looking for a goal-scoring winger because I think Anderson is the guy that fits that bill. Gives you size and grit. So no, I think we have to give Anderson a chance here, and I don't know. And maybe you're right that they're going to bring in another scoring winger. I don't know. Anything's possible. I'm good with the Anderson trade. We have lots of picks. Putting a third rounder is the cost. Sad to see Domi go. Yeah, that's it. That's how I feel. You know, if they really wanted Anderson and they had to sweeten the deal, it's, you know, that's what you do. So the thing is, are they right in their desire to get Anderson at that cost? And we'll only know once the game started again. So, and like I said earlier, when Galchenyuk was traded for Domi, I did not like that trade at all. At all. And I mean, obviously, I was wrong. So it's a big possibility that we could all be wrong here. And this is actually a good trade because Bears fans trades have been pretty good over the years, even though we all don't like them at first. So we'll see. But he hasn't. Okay, I like that. Did I read that or not? Yeah, no. I like Anderson's size, but he hasn't consistently scored much, to be honest. No, he hasn't. And I said that his numbers to me weren't exciting. That's why I said in I think the last video that I mentioned it. But, you know, he's 26. So next season, he's basically entering his prime. This could be the year. I mean, they call it the prime for a reason. This is, in general, this is the year when guys take a step forward. And, you know, maybe this is the year for him. And we're going to be looking back and going, I don't know why I didn't like this trade. Wow, I love this guy. I mean, it's very possible. So, but I know Jeff doesn't think so. Charlie McGuire. I love the name Charlie McGuire. One of those names that just has a great ring. I think they should bring in Laine. Yeah, you know what? I don't see that happening at this point. I think if you were going to get Laine, you wouldn't be getting Anderson. So, yeah, I just think Laine was going to cost way too much. And they didn't want to pay that price. And listen, if you are looking at Domi and a third for Anderson and griping about that third round pick, and you see what it would cost to get Laine, I think you would be griping even more. So if you don't like that third rounder there, you're not gonna like what it's gonna cost to get Laine. And I just don't see that happening at this point. Personally, that's me. I heard Sabres are going to trade their it's 8th overall. Jeff was just talking about that they're going to trade. Who'd you say? Matt Murray. They're going to go for Matt Murray with Pittsburgh. Because if I'm correct now, Pittsburgh doesn't have a first-round pick, so that would kind of make sense on both sides, right? You know what I mean? Jack Newell, how's it going, buddy? We're all sad Domi's gone. We're all sad. But, you know, listen, it's a business. It's a business world. And that's what happens. He probably was asking for, you know, on the high end of what he's going to get. And with Anderson, the year he had last year, he's an RFA. You're looking at probably $3 to $4 million to sign Anderson for the AAV. So it saves them a bit on the cap. And that's probably one of the reasons they did it. I'd say MB is due for a bad one. That's negative thinking there, Jeff. The podcast tonight, this is gonna be a good one. I know you're gonna be negative. I'm gonna try to be positive, and it should be actually a very interesting discussion about this. I'm fine with Anderson, just not for Domi in the third. Listen, I would like it to have been the other way around, but if like they were saying, like LeBron said, there were a lot of teams interested in Anderson. So they had to give the better. If they wanted him, they had to give the extra. So yeah, it doesn't really surprise me, and we're going to find out in the next few months if it was worth it. Anderson is a third-line checker. Penalty kill energy player will fight. Think Press 2.0. I don't think I'm going to say offhand, I don't. From what I know, I don't know if I agree with that. Tatar and a third would have been my offer. Listen, I don't disagree either. Max, but I don't know if they wanted Tatar. They were looking for the Jackets were looking for a center. Max Domi and Josh Anderson, both former London Knights of the OHL. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Everyone is sad except for Julian. Yeah, Julian gets a little bit more size, and I mean, I don't know that Domi. There was a problem here with Domi, so I'm not going to say anything like that. I don't think Domi was a problem at all. Domi wasn't making that much of an impact anyway, other than the first season. Listen, I think it's more a question of, are they keeping Domi or Deneau? They don't have room for all four of these centers. Were they keeping Domi or Deneau? I think it was just that. And if they decided on keeping Domi, you're going to see Deneau being traded. Because Deneau, there was a rumor out there, and I don't know. I don't think it was that valid, honestly, at this point. But it was from a radio station, and they said that there was a deal out there for Line A, and they offered Deneau the first pick, and I can never remember the other player. I don't know if it was Mete, Kulak, somebody like that. And that was the deal that was out there. Josh Brook, which Domi first and Josh Brook doesn't seem like that would be enough to even contemplate getting Domi Line A for, but that was a rumor. The Ducks get Drysdale. Well, there you go. That's a little. I'm surprised. I didn't think they'd go for a defenseman, but you know what? That's the kind of guy. If you're going best player available, that's probably your guy. Especially if you're looking defense, that's for sure. NHL hockey news. How's it going, buddy? I'm surprised you're not live streaming. Sens are changing things up. Yeah, they are. I wasn't expecting them to take Sanderson. Really wasn't. Because I don't think I had him that low with Ottawa. I think I'm mistaken when I said that earlier. Drysdale goes 6th instead. Yeah. So even if Montreal was picking 8th, we wouldn't have gotten Drysdale, who was the guy I really wanted to start out all this whole thing. So New Jersey's up. New Jersey, does New Jersey take Perfetti, who has been rumored? Like, I've seen a lot of people's mock drafts, and it seems like a lot of people think, and I've said it, that I think I've had it, that Perfetti goes there, so we'll see. Who does everybody think New Jersey takes here? Show of hands. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Andrew Marcon, is that Marcon? I don't know. I don't know where you're from, so I don't know how it's pronounced. What are my thoughts on Matthias Norlander? Can't wait to see him over here. I like Norlander. I think he's going to be a good one, and I hope they never have to trade him and we get to see him here, because he's another one of those big pieces on defense that can win you championships that we need here. Norlander looks like another PK to me. Oh, I think PK with less flash and more real. I don't know. PK with less flash. When's he coming? I would think a couple of years for Norlander. Another 2 seasons before we see him, I would have to think. Refresh. Come on. No. So disappointing. Lafreniere didn't drop to 16. Hey, Lee Van Cleef. Yeah. Since you have that him for a name, do people know who he is? An actor. You're showing your age. If was that the name, Lee Van Cleef? Because I don't know that. I think that was his name, right? The actor, the old Western actor. From the day I saw a movie of his recently, I guess in one movie. I'm thinking he was in Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Am I right? The draft takes so long. Yeah, you wouldn't think. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, there you go. You wouldn't think in the virtual world the draft should take this bloody long. But you know what? They still have decisions to make. There's a lot of good players. They have decisions to make. I can see taking a little bit of time, but I don't know that they got to take 5 minutes. But hey, listen, there's a lot on the line for these guys, right? You make a bad pick, you know, your job could be on the line, really. Where are we going now? Wait a second now. Andrew, what did you say earlier? Hey, where was your sweet hands? Who has sweet hands? Wait, I gotta scroll. Wrong mouse. Oh, he's got sweet hands. He's got a. I like his game. I like most things about him. He hasn't got a lot of faults. He's going to be a good one, I think. Okay, why did it jump up? Still waiting. I would trade our #1 plus Deneau for what? Steven, for what? Oh, wait a second. You're still talking. It's too late now, though. What's his name? Lafreniere's gone. Because you were talking about that yesterday for Lafreniere, weren't you? But that would never gotten you the #1 pick. Bob Cannon, what team will take Askarov? I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Listen, I don't think the Devils do it, but the Devils could use him. Buffalo needs him. The Wild, I mean, Nashville, Toronto, New Jersey takes Holtz. There you go. They get a goal scorer. They wanted a goal scorer. Holtz is a goal scorer. Yeah, but the rankings like that don't necessarily mean anything. But I don't, I kind of thought Holtz was going to go in the top 10, so he goes 7th. It's not that. That's right in the ballpark there. I was just hoping Holtz would go right after Raymond, so we'd have Raymond Holtz. And I've said this in a video before, and if you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you know the reference. Oh. Let's see. So it's Buffalo. So does Buffalo take Askarov? Does Buffalo? Let's see who's still out there. Buffalo might go Perfetti. Buffalo might be looking for someone to play with Eichel, or they're looking for a second-line center possibly to come out of that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Perfetti go here. Perfetti, Askarov, they could probably go. Well, the two really good defensemen are gone, so I don't think another defenseman goes in the top 10. Yeah, I could see Perfetti, Askarov, Lundell, somebody like that. Let's see if I'm right. I just wish Cap Friendly would just update on its own. Would be nice. Hope's Habs. Words are coming out too fast. Hope Habs either get bigger forwards or Askarov. I hope I'm right. Well, I don't know what kind of size is going to be left there for forwards when they pick. So, David, you and Goalie Girls there, that's Jeff. You guys can shake hands because Jeff I'm sure Jeff has his toes crossed, hoping Askarov drops to Montreal and that they take him. I'm almost positive that Jeff has his toes crossed. Am I right, Jeff? Still not there. Okay. Well, Habs got bigger today, so that's one thing. They got bigger. The guy that they're going to get at 16 isn't going to be in the lineup next season. You got to look at it the season after that, and more likely the season after that as a minimum. And so who knows what the needs will be in 2 seasons? Things can change real quick. So best thing is you get the best player available. That's always been the best because you never know when that guy is ready, what you need. So, unless there's a guy that you know is going to be ready on your team next season, you pick the best guy available. But even then, that's the best guy available. So, yeah. We should take John Cena because no one can see him and he can score a bunch of goals for us. First of all, why can no one see John Cena? Is that something going on in wrestling that I don't know about? Which I don't know anything about wrestling right now. So, yeah, that's a pretty interesting idea. If Askarov drops to 16, would the Habs take him as their heir apparent to Carey Price? Well, underneath you, there's a comment by Goalie Girls Rule, and he is saying, which I know he's going to say, yep, they would. American kid going to Buffalo. What? Wait. What? I got to refresh here. Who's the American? Wait, is John Cena an actual hockey? Or are we talking about the wrestler, John Cena? And Jeff, what are you saying there? Yep, that's the pick. American kid going to Buffalo. I'm refreshing and I don't see who the pick is. So sorry, you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me. Someone tell me, is there a pick or not a pick? Help! I don't like this system here. I imagine I'm also a few minutes behind, just because I'm streaming. So you guys are gonna get it faster on TV. Oh, is that his new thing, Jack? You can't see him. I don't watch wrestling. I know who John Cena is, obviously, but I don't watch it. So I didn't know that that's his thing. Who do we think Florida will be picking up? Maybe a defense, but and they're out of the. Yeah, I don't think a defense is going to go in 12. I don't know. Let's get a little closer and see who was picked for me to take a guess, because Florida right now is 5 picks away, and lots of things can happen in 5 picks. So we got 22 people in the room. If you're in, well, just drops. Whenever I say that, how many are in the room? It always drops. If you're enjoying yourself, please give a thumbs up so we can get thumbs up to match the people in the room. I'd love that. Thank you very much if you're doing that. I appreciate it. Dan Jarvis, Seth Jarvis. I thought I was saying the wrong name. I agree, Seth Jarvis. If you watch my, I've been talking. I like the. Okay, take a deep breath, Rick. It's only a drop. My words are getting ahead of my mouth. I've been saying Seth Jarvis for a little while now. And, yeah, I like the kid. I think that would be a really good pickup if he drops. I don't think he'll be there for us. But, you know, somebody is probably going to drop. Somebody is probably going to drop. And I think, you know, when you think that Jake Sanderson might have gone a little, did really Buffalo takes Quinn? That I'm surprised at. I didn't think Quinn would go that high, but wow, I have to say I wasn't expecting Quinn there. Okay, he's not in. Scotty Two Hockey's not in the room right now, but Scotty really wanted Quinn. Perfetti's dropping. Perfetti, no. If he goes past, I think if he goes past 12, he might be considered dropping, but I don't think yet. For me, anyway, for what I've seen in the rankings and stuff. 9th pick is Minnesota. So if Montreal's going to trade up with Minnesota, which I heard a rumor today, now's the time. Yeah, I tell you, Jack Quinn, that surprised me. That's probably about 4 picks ahead of where I would have thought. I thought maybe I could see him starting at 12th. Yeah, he's really on the rise, that kid. So what do we at? Minnesota. What do we got for Minnesota? Who thinks? Who do you think? Everybody, let me know who you think Minnesota's going to pick. Come on, everybody, let's go. I watch Perfetti play a lot, and he has an offensive threat every time he's on the ice. Yeah, apparently he's got a unique way of seeing the ice. I don't know what it means exactly, but that's what I read about him. He has a very unique way of seeing the ice, and he is apparently a really, really good player. So if he drops to Montreal, I'd be happy, especially at 16. I was thinking we might, you know, he might be a pick for us at 8. If we can get him at 16, I'd be very happy there. He's a little bigger than Caulfield last year, so we're not getting another 5'7" guy. And Rossi's gone, so he's one of the. No, Rossi's not gone. See, okay, Rossi's dropping. I said that I think in my very first mock draft. From the size, I thought Rossi might drop because of his size. He might be dropping here. That would be odd if 2 years in a row the small guy drops to Montreal. And I got to tell you, if Rossi drops to Montreal, I think you got to take him because he's a really good player. However, Suzuki and company for my Guelph Storm shut him down in West Conference Finals last year. Yep, I love Suzuki. That was a great run by Suzuki. Fell in love with Suzuki when he was with the Storm in that run. I'd never heard of Suzuki before the trade, and then started because the channel started to watch. Had to get to know this kid, and just love the kid. Montreal getting Lundell. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. We're getting so we're halfway to Montreal's pick. So, and how long has this taken? About 45 minutes. So yeah, about an hour and a half to get to Montreal. That's what I thought it might take. So really, this is like not really any faster than, the live draft where they're all there. This is not much faster. This the virtual way of doing it. I don't know if this is really a good way to do it. Hey, why am I losing people? Am I not entertaining enough? I'm trying to be. Sorry. Okay. Typical Canadian, always apologizing. Is Rossi? Rossi could keep dropping. Rossi could be the Caulfield from last year, and that he's going to drop. So that's what happens when you have a 40-goal improvement. What are we talking about? Quinn? What are we talking about? Who had 40-goal improvement? Who scored 40 goals out of all these guys? Yeah, if I knew you said if there, don't worry about it. I'm getting used to you younger people, and I'm not saying you're younger, but the younger people on Twitter, they make these mistakes all the time. It's gotten me good to, to decipher when people make mistakes. I don't have to wonder what they said. I'm getting it faster than I used to. Can't win with small guys. No, that's why I would hope Rossi doesn't tempt them. But well, you can win with small guys, but you can't win with all small guys. That's the difference. So I know there was who is it? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4 or RPM? They're both on the big kick, and they misunderstood me. I never said the whole team could be small. Askarov or bust. Go ahead. You're not going to be happy today now unless you get Askarov because nothing else that you wanted happened. So yeah. Well, we're going to have lots to talk about later. That's for sure. Going to be a good podcast. Anybody wondering? We got a podcast. Jeff and I are co-hosting a podcast together. It's called Habs Coast to Coast. It is available on. Those Spotify, that's the word. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Anchor. There's a few others. It's on a few other. So check it out. We're going to be, it looks like we're going to be recording tonight. And it should be a great one because I know Jeff is pumped up for it. And it should be a great discussion about the results here. So. So hopefully you guys will check it out. I'm really kind of pumped up because our last podcast got almost 100 listens, and I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is a very young podcast. I think we haven't even hit our 10th episode overall. And my goal was to hit 100. My first goal was 100 listens, and then you go from there. Just like the YouTube channel, my first goal was 100 views. And then 100 subscribers and stuff like that. So, but we almost hit it with this like way ahead of time. So hopefully you'll listen. Me and Jeff are getting some good chemistry together on the podcast. And it seems like Morgan and Scott are never available to podcast with us. It's not like they're not part of it, but it seems only me and Jeff are available when there's something that happens worth podcasting about. So hopefully you guys will check it out. And that's enough said. So did we get another pick? Min picks Rossi. There you go. Rossi's gone. Thanks there, Jeff. Okay, so the smallest guy there, we're not going to be tempted by. So last chance for Askarov to go top 10, and guess what? Askarov's not going top 10. I highly doubt Winnipeg takes Askarov. Jeff, what do you think? Winnipeg take it? I don't think they take Askarov. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they get him for the after Hellebuck. Although Hellebuck's young, I don't think they take him. 11 is Nashville. Nashville's a good possibility. Florida, I highly doubt it. Florida's got Bobrovsky. Plus, they took Spencer Knight last season in the first round. I don't think they do it 2 years in a row. So Askarov, if he's going to go, it's going to be to Nashville of these three, in my opinion. Why not a league weight? Yes, Jack, it's on Spotify. It is on Spotify. And like I said, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, but Spotify, yes. And thank you if you're going to check it out. I really appreciate that. And hey, let me know what you think about it. The last episode I really liked. The other ones they're okay. And we're getting to know. But I thought me and Jeff did a really good job last time because we started out with one topic and just went with that. And I think that's the new format. Instead of me having all these topics and moving from topic to topic. With Jeff and I anyway, when we talk about something, we end up going all over the place with it. And it actually makes for a really good podcast. And hope you guys will check it out and like it and enjoy it. And by the way, wherever you're listening to it, if you do listen to it, please follow. That helps us also if you give us a follow. And I know on Apple you can rate it 5 stars. You're going to give it 5 stars. I know. No, you can rate it however you want. That's all. I'm not telling anybody ever to do that. But if you can do that, I'd appreciate it if you would, because it just helps for them to show it to more people when you get stuff like that going on. Okay. Who I overpaid never happened. Okay, David, I'm not sure who you're talking to there. Dodged another bullet. With DeRossi, I imagine you're talking about. I guess so. Listen, the kid's got a ton of talent. And I think if he drops there, he's probably going to be the best player available at that. So you'd have to pick him. But considering the Habs, we have so many small guys all over through the lineup, through the system that, yeah, we probably did dodge a bullet there. It's just possible teams will take best player available. Well, that's what you're supposed to do, honestly. I mean, I guess there's different philosophies of it, but I think you do best, unless you have a really distinct need, like the Habs did when the left defense, they drafted a bunch of defensemen, centers the year before. That's different. But in general, I think you should always draft best player available as a rule, because most of these guys are not going to be on your team the next season or the season after that even. So you want the best guys coming through your system. So if you take the best guy available, that's what will happen. And you never know when they get to your, when they graduate, you don't know what your needs are going to be 2-3 years down the road necessarily. Jack, thank you very much. Appreciate that a lot. And I will speak for Jeff, Golden Girls Rule. Jeff, thanks you a lot as well. Hey, I should refresh. What's going on here with Winnipeg now? I'm just seeing the Rossi pick anyway. So, okay, so who's Winnipeg take? Let's get some consensus here. Who does Winnipeg take right now before it comes up? Come on, let's use right. 30 seconds left. Oh, there is a clock on them? I didn't know that. That I didn't know. Oh, I should know that. What am I saying? Okay, so we're going to find out. I know this is not possible, but is listing all these players as their birthday as June 1st? Is that possible? No, must sign by. Okay. Come on. Who's Winnipeg take? I could just see them going for Perfetti here. Perfetti, Lundell. I wouldn't be surprised if they take a center. I know Perfetti's a center and a winger. Boom, I just got it. Thomas just said, call Perfetti. I got it on that one. I said Perfetti enough times that eventually somebody was going to take Perfetti and I would get it right. So there you go. A broken clock is right twice a day, as they say. Oh, he didn't take them yet. Oh. I should have realized that because I asked everybody for a guess. I don't know why I assumed you were telling me I got Perfetti. Okay, I take all that back. For all you old people, if you remember Saturday Night Live back in the day, there was a character named Emily Latella, and when she always made a mistake every time they told her, and she would say, never mind. Never mind. Askarov dodged another bullet. Nashville and the Leafs are the only bullets left in the gun I'm worried about. Oh, you got to, because I got to think, how do the Leafs, they want to move Anderson as it is now. How do they not take Askarov if he's there? So, like, you're hoping he gets to Montreal. I don't see how they get past the Leafs. And Carolina. Carolina's a good one, too. Yeah, don't worry, Thomas. I knew that's what you wrote. Not a problem. So they're taking their time here. How much time do they have, by the way? I don't know how much time on the clock they get. Who knows that answer? Who was saying 10 to 15 minutes in the NFL? Haha, I got it right anyway. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Perfetti makes sense. He might even be the best player available. Plus, I think he fits a role that they might need, well, that they're looking to trade for. That's why they want to trade Line A, is to get a second line center. I think that's a role Perfetti would take, not for a couple of seasons, though. So it doesn't help them right now, but I'm not surprised they take Perfetti. Awesome. So how much time do they have on their picks to get? How much time? Nobody answered me yet. I demand an answer. So who's up next? We're still talking. No, Winnipeg's got Nashville. Besides Askarov, they got 5 minutes each time. Okay. Besides Askarov, thanks, Jack, by the way. Who would Nashville go for if they don't go for the goalie? So I'm thinking. I'm trying to think who's out there. Perfetti's gone. I think maybe Lundell can go here if they don't take Askarov. What say you guys? We got 17 in the room right now. I want 17 answers right now. No, what say you guys? Who goes here? I'm going with Lundell. And by anybody new in the room, if you're having a good time, please give a thumbs up. Let's get the thumbs up as close to 20 as we can. And then if we hit 20, we'll go for a new goal. So if anybody has not given a thumbs up, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if there's anybody new in the room and you're thinking of subscribing, please do that and hit that notifications bell. And that's going to get you your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge right here at Talkin' Habs. That's what I say at the end of every video, so it just came out naturally. You're watching Sportsnet and me. All right. Imagine if Sportsnet has it, I think RDS has it. I don't imagine they're going to give that to too many other channels. So I would think if you're watching it either on Sportsnet or RDS. No? Oh, I see my buddy Patty Mac is in here. Howard Chuck's wife made the Winnipeg pick touching. Oh, that's a nice touch. It is a nice touch. Everybody, I am Patty Mac. That's my buddy Patty Mac. That's Pat from out in BC. And hopefully, eventually, he'll be one of the co-hosts regular on the podcast when we get the equipment working properly for everybody. So say hi to Patty Mac. He's been in the room a couple of times. And, yeah, he's my buddy. So we're waiting on Winnipeg's pick. Who do you think Winnipeg? Oh, did they take? Nashville's pick. So Patty Mac, who do the Nashville Preds take? And Jeff, besides Askarov, who does Nashville take if they don't take? Because you don't want them to take Askarov. So who do you think they take? Let's get some good karma. I mean, I don't know that I want Montreal to take Askarov. So, but I don't think it would be a bad thing. I mean, that's a goalie of the future for any team that picks him. So yeah, he's the real deal. So I have no trouble with possible Askarov really, but I kind of want to see. It's weird, a sexier name like I don't know. Garrett, hey Garrett, how's it going? It's so nice to see people talking hockey on Twitter. Oh, I get that all the time. I'm on hockey Twitter all the time because I mean that's where I get a lot of my information. So yeah, oh yeah, you got to check it out. But it's very toxic. But of course, Twitter is just very toxic anyway. But yeah, Twitter is. I don't make too many comments anymore on Twitter because it gets me in trouble. So, hey, Patty back there, Jeff. Goalie girls rule is Jeff. So, Jeff, say hi to Pat. Pat, say hi to Jeff. Yeah. So, did we get? We got no consensus. You guys would tell me. I'm refreshing, but I know there's no pick because I would see it there first. So. Who's Nashville taking? I've said Lundell. I've gone out of my way to say Lundell, but I could really see them taking Askarov. So I'm trying to think now. I wish, you know what I should have done? I should have given myself a bloody list. I don't know why I didn't write a list out of the names so that I know who's gone, who's not gone, and I could have a better guess here. I think who's out there that could go here. What are we at? 11. You know, you got forwards like I don't know if he'll go that high. Connor Zary's out there. You got Amarov, who we talked about. Dylan Holloway, Seth Jarvis. God, I'm trying to think of the names. So Nashville's pick is in. Nashville's pick is in. Not on my computer. Who was Nashville's pick? Come on, Jack. The drums. Come on, Jack. Give it to us. Yeah, picks in. No, we know that, but no one's oh, they haven't announced it. Is why you guys aren't saying it. Like I'm sitting here on pins and needles now, waiting for this. Who's it gonna be, guys? Come on. Who's it going to be? I got Lundell or Askarov. Nobody else wants to even give a guess at all? Come on. Come on, you guys. Now, the guys I named, yeah, I would have to think Lundell's mine. They do take Askarov. Well, I had that right as far as I said Askarov. To me, Nashville needs Askarov, and they got him. I'm disappointed, though, because of this. I guess it doesn't matter who gets him. I don't know. I didn't want Nashville to get him for some reason. Isn't that weird? I don't know why. I have nothing against Nashville. Okay, so Jeff just wrote, worst night ever. Jeff is not having a good night. Hey, Johnny Golden, how's it going, buddy? Oops, I got the wrong mouse for that. Yeah, Jeff's not okay. Johnny Golden, hey, how's it going? I'm going to call you Macomber because I don't want to have to try to what would you like me to call you, by the way? I can call you Tahat. Or Toke. I see Toke in there. I like Toke. That's a good word. Okay, I'm going to call you Tahat Toke. I hope I'm not insulting you, and I don't mean to if that's the case. Lundell going to listen. Lundell could go to the Habs. It's very possible. Boo, your nickname? Is that really your nickname, Boo? I'll call you Boo. I don't know. That's what you want. Okay, so it's Florida up. Who does Florida take? Okay, let me think for Florida. You know what? If Florida's going to think of trade, no, they're not going to trade Huberdeau and Barkov. I don't know if they need a center. Well, I mean, Lundell's going to go soon. It could be Lundell right here. I don't think a defenseman. I don't think one of the other defensemen yet. Too early for that. Jeff doesn't want to watch any more hockey news. Are we still doing the? Are we still doing the podcast, or now you're done? Panthers going to take Lundell. Yeah, I think Lundell's going to go soon. So I think Lundell goes here. Who else is going to make a guess here? Hey, Patty Mac, where are you? Make a guess. Oh, you don't know the names. That's true. I'm not gonna put that on Pat to do that. Yeah, I think Lundell. I don't think of anybody else that I can really think that they would go for. They might be interested in a defenseman. They got rid of one. I don't know if that means they would go for one right now. I don't really think so. I think with the possibility of losing Dadonov and Hoffman, I think, yeah, they're going to try to get somebody that can hopefully step in a year or two. So probably Lundell. And Jack agrees with me. Who else agrees with me that it's Lundell? I've been doing okay with this so far, the last few picks. And we're only, we're 5 away from Montreal's pick. Who's dropping? Is anybody dropping? Seth Jarvis is still there, that I like, that I thought would be gone. Sanderson's gone from the guys that I had in my video that I thought would be gone. I'm trying to remember who the other 2 guys were. That's not good. Quinn was in there. He's gone. I think that's it. I don't know who else I had in my. I wish I had my paperwork in front. My file where I file it, it's too far away. I'm not gonna go look. No Line, no Besser, no Domi, no Stamkos, no Askarov. Makes Jeff want to cry. And Jeff is talking in the third person. That's not good. Yeah, Jeff, not your day. Listen, as far as Stamkos goes, and first of all, wait a second. The Habs pick hasn't come up yet. Still a possibility for a trade here. I don't think it's going to happen, but there's still a possibility. If they're going to trade their pick, it's more than likely going to happen when their turn comes. So we don't know yet. So we'll have to see. But I know what it's like. You have all these hopes and listen, unlikely Line was coming here. Unlikely Besser was coming here. Very likely Domi was getting traded. Unlikely Stamkos was going to was coming here. Unlikely Askarov was still going to be available. So you got to look at it like that, Jeff. That's all. We're at the 5 minutes. Okay, come on, Florida. Where's your pick? Lundell. I shouldn't be. I'm going to cheer for a guy. I don't really care who they pick that much, right? I don't care if it's Lundell or somebody else. Panthers take Lundell. I got it right again. I don't think it was that hard to get right, so I'm not really, I'm not really. How do you know? Wait, whoa, Johnny, how do you know? Was that a guess? Lundell and Jarvis next 2 pick? Jarvis could go to Carolina here. Line is getting traded, and we will be pissed when he is in Carolina or New York Rangers. Wow, can you imagine him going to the Rangers? Although, listen, the Rangers, I don't know if the Rangers will be able to afford him. Carolina, I don't know what their cap situation is, but you got to think of that. Liney's got 1 season left on his contract, and he's going to be asking a lot of money. So, That's going to be an issue. Okay, so next is Carolina, then the Oilers, and then Toronto, and then us. Let me write it down. Toronto's. Listen, Jeff, Toronto was going to take Askarov anyway, so you shouldn't get upset. If they keep going at this pace, I don't know. I might stop at Montreal, but probably not. It's only 8:35. So I guess I'm going to go all the way here. I guess. I don't know. I guess it looks like that. You think Jarvis is going to go to the Leafs? I think the Leafs are going to take Jeremy Poirier. Why are they going to take Jeremy Poirier? He's a defenseman, and he's not a good defensive defenseman. To me, that's kind of appropriate for where Toronto would go with it. So I'm saying that. Sorry, Toronto fans, if there are any here. We're down to 16. 50. I see I said it, and then it goes down to 15. No. I'm hearing Hall to Montreal, 2-year deal for big money. From Darren Drager? Well, if they sign Taylor Hall, which they can't till Friday, I can't say tonight, bad, like it is not for me, but if they sign Taylor Hall, and for me, Josh Anderson wasn't exciting. I'm going to be very underwhelmed, but I'll say I hope I'm wrong, but if they do that and I'm underwhelmed, I hope I'm wrong about that. Chris Bergeron, huge mistake there. A St. John Sea Dog, Drager. I got to see Poirier play. He's pretty good. So, but he's no defense. He doesn't. His defensive side is not very good. So, yeah, he's got a good offensive side. But I mean, Toronto needs some defense that plays defense. Is what I'm thinking. Short term, less harm. Yeah, but at what price? I don't think they can afford Taylor Hall at this point. That's why I'm saying that. I don't think they can afford Taylor Hall. Although, I'll give this, if Anderson comes in $1 million, $1.5 million cheaper than Domi would have, then you're, yeah, maybe. Florida trades Huberdeau for the 16th pick and Anderson. Whoa. Jeff, don't say stuff like that. I can't confirm. They took Londell, Florida. We're waiting for Carolina. You got me there again. I forgot what team we're waiting on. Taylor Hall won back-to-back Memorial Cups with Windsor Spitfires of the OHL. I mean, that's an interesting stat, but it doesn't really mean anything in the NHL necessarily. Who's not toxic? No, I'm not toxic. Where'd that come from, David? Askarov gone. Yep. Nashville took them like I thought they would if they got the chance to. We're trying to figure out who is Carolina going to take here. Who's got a pick? I didn't make a pick for Carolina. Who's still out there? Connor Zari's still out there. Could be a Connor Zary. Yeah, but Hall's not a bad hockey player. I never said he was bad. I'm worried about he's more injury prone is my problem with him, and I just get this gut feeling that we sign him and within 20 games he's out for the season. Perfetti went to Winnipeg at number 10. Yeah, Askarov gone to Nashville. That's what we've come to. Still no consensus on the Carolina pick. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I've been getting them, so let me pick another one. I'm gonna go with Connor Zary. Zary or Jarvis? Zary or Jarvis to Carolina. There's my, because I can't think of anybody else out there that I'm not thinking of. Carolina picks Jarvis, just as I said it. See, I'm a bit disappointed. I would have liked Jarvis to be around for Montreal. Okay, so Carolina. So now Edmonton's up. I also would have thought Edmonton would have gone for Askarov, but that's not the case here. Malkin to Habs. Nice try. I'm not a fan of Hall to Montreal. He's a good player, but probably too expensive considering where the Habs are as a still young and developing team. Yeah, well, I think now with what they're spending, I don't know that, depending on what Hall's asking for, if he's looking for the smaller contract in term, I'm hoping he'll take smaller numbers, but I don't think so. So I don't know. Seth Jarvis is gone, Dan, unfortunately. Thoughts on the Florida pick? Anton Londell. I have a subscriber in Finland, and he's Finnish, Lundell. He's seen him a number of times, says he's fantastic. So I have never seen him play, and I don't know. But he's one of those guys, from what I understand, he's one of those jack of all trades, master of none. So he does everything well, but he doesn't excel in any one particular aspect of the game. So a good pickup for Florida, I think. Edmonton takes a D. I think the top D, then you're looking at Braden Schneider or Caden Gooley. What do you think? Habs are not a young team. The core is old and deserves a shot at a cup. Habs are a young team, actually, but you're right. The core is on the old side. You're right. Lundell, a great pick. Yeah, Lundell's a pretty good pick, I have to say. But now we're looking at who does Edmonton pick here? So if they're going to go for a defenseman, I'm going to say Braden Schneider here. If it's a defenseman, and if it's not, maybe Connor Zary. We'll see. If it's not Schneider, if they're going D and it's not Schneider, it'll be Gooley. I think those two are the next defensemen to go. But I know there's a couple of other guys that have been kind of rising in some people's lists, and I just don't know the names, but maybe one of those guys goes here. No, Zary could go for the Habs too. Oh, that's true. Amarov is out here too. Maybe they go for a guy like Amarov. I don't know if his skating is good enough. I don't know. We're gonna find out now in a few minutes. Not yet. Noel Gunler. There's another name that's up here in this grouping. Those like the names we're talking now. Those are going to be the next, obviously, up to number 20, I think. Ken Holland loves Russians. Was there a Russian defenseman out there right now? I don't know. Oh, geez, hands down is late on the video. So we're going to find out. How much left on their clock? So anybody, who are they going to take? Mercer? JFed says Mercer. If Mercer and Amarov go next, do we trade the pick? You know, it's a possibility, I guess, because that's when we're gonna find out when they get to their pick. That's when it'll happen. Steal of a pick, sleeper hit. Who's that? Let me see what you said last. Yeah, I'm lost with it too, kinda. Hope Habs draft the Russian Rodion Amarov. I think Rodion is a definite possibility. Definite possibility. He was in my video about the 10 that I thought might be around. Hope Habs draft the Russian Rodion Amber. Oh, I'd read that already. Oilers got a minute left. A minute left. Come on, Edmonton. That is the Leafs. Well, let's get a head start on who do the Leafs take. I can see the Leafs also taking a defenseman, so you might see the two defensemen, Schneider and Gooley, go 1-2 here. You might. Habs trade up to 14. Are you serious on that? You just wrote that out there, like just wrote it out there like it's innocent. I don't know. Is that what you want to see, or did that just happen? Yeah. Okay. LOL. Good. Thank you. No, I know. You know what? I don't think they're gonna trade their pick. I kind of, I was leaning towards that. I said it in the video. I was leaning towards they're not going to trade their pick. They're going to make their pick, and it looks like they're going to. Come on, Edmonton. Holloway, Dylan Holloway, the one I didn't say. So Holloway's the guy playing with Caulfield in Wisconsin right now. So let's see. Let me the time so I know when it's going to come up. Toronto's on the clock. Excuse me, I've got a yawn. I can't help it. Sorry. It's the time I get tired around. I'm closing in on an hour and a half, and that's when I get tired. Edmonton reached. Not really. I think Holloway, maybe like it depends on who you were, but Holloway, some people had him going this high, but yeah, maybe. Poirier to the Leafs. Poirier to the Leafs. That's who I want the Leafs to take. Did I miss anything? No. Endlicks high school kid? I don't know what Endlicks is. So okay, Toronto. Jeremy Poirier for me is just it's a joke. I mean, they may take him, I guess, but for me, it's a joke. It's only because his defensive game is really lacking, and I think if Toronto goes for a defenseman, they need to pick. Hang on, they need to pick a guy that has a good defensive game. Morgan Burton. Hola, Morgan. Morgan is in sunny Puerto Vallarta. Lucky guy. How's it going, buddy? Leafs pick is Suki. Is that serious? Are we serious there? No. Who's that's a name? Sounds familiar. There's a kid with that name, isn't there? Good that T.O. takes a D-man. We get Mercer or Amarov. Did they pick somebody, or you're just joking there? Where did I see that name before? I've seen the name out there. I don't know. Oh, Isaki. I get it. I get it now. Okay. I've seen the joke before then because I saw that name before. And I was like, I don't know who that is. Yeah, they're taking Jeremy Poirier. That's the Isaki guy. What did I miss? We all know Domi was on the way out when he took the Canadians off his social media. Way to dump our number 4 center. Well, I don't know if that necessarily meant he was on the way out, but yeah, I guess. So I take it by that, Morgan. You don't like the trade. Yeah, I'm not sold on it yet, but I still think it could be good. I'm not sold on it, and yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how he looks when training camp rolls around, and we get a look at him. Oh, you do? Okay, so Anderson is a beast. So there you go. You see, some people really like it. Some people don't. But I had said when we got Domi, I didn't like that deal either, and then I love Domi, and then yeah, so it's the same thing here. I got to give the guy a chance, and we'll see how it goes. Domi was going to be a problem. I guess that's what they felt or they knew, and that's why they did it. Brian Burke on Sportsnet said earlier that teams should trade for centers and wingers, but teams should draft defense and goalies. We had no spot for Domi. Unless he was going to play the wing, we had no spot for him. Don't we have a consensus here on this pick yet? Oh, I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Did they pick yet? They probably overpaid a little bit. But LeBrun said a lot of teams interested, therefore the overpay. You had to sweeten the deal a little bit. Anderson is bigger, stronger, younger, cheaper. He's going to score 30 goals this season. Yeah, no, look, it's a possibility. Yeah. I mean, that's why they did it, really. I mean, right? Whoops. Mouse. What we got? Still nothing. Come on, Toronto. I'd take that bet. I would think Anderson's going to get 20 if he stays healthy. Now, they weren't going to move Danault or KK or Suzuki, although there was a rumor out there that they had offered Danault, Brooke, and this first round pick for Line. But I don't think that was a really good rumor. I don't think the source was really good. So, not that Domi would score 20 either. Well, Domi could have. Don't say no. He got 17. And he scored 28 the year before, so it's possible. I'd agree. Anderson won't score 20. Well, I don't know that I'm not willing to say that about him. You're looking at last year, and I don't think it's fair. He was injured. He played 26 games, but he was injured. That probably had a lot to do with it. So I'm going to say that. That's all. Until it's proven otherwise. I hope he doesn't re-injure that shoulder, but I would think they got some kind of they got the medical report or something. They know something that I don't think they're taking a chance on it like that. Leafs timeout. There's a deal. There's a deal happening. If the Leafs timed out, they must be trying to work a deal. What happens when they time out? Do they lose their pick? That would be awesome. If you read the CBJ fan blogs, they all love Anderson and think they lost this trade. Yeah, but, you know, we love all of our players too, Morgan. We've talked about this. We fall in love with our players and we overrate them. That goes for every fan base. So I would look at that and say, well, you know, that doesn't convince me either. Toronto takes Amarov. Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that. Here's the big pick, guys. Here is the big pick. They're not trading Price, Morgan. They're not trading Price. They're not. He said he's an untouchable. Untouchables don't get traded. They built that defense to protect Price so that Price performs better. And they got Allen so that Price is rested. They're not trading Price. Trade Gallagher. Mitch Marner made the pick. Anderson is healthy now. Mark my words, Seattle next season. Price's last season as a Habs. No, I don't agree with you, but I mean, well, I guess it's a possibility, but I can't say I agree with that. Now, let me update here. Rodion Amarov. Montreal's up. Montreal draft Zary, or you're just saying Montreal should draft Zary? I got to decide if I'm going past this. We're almost at 9. I started at 7:30. It's an hour and a half. Yeah, I might end with Montreal. We'll see. We'll talk a little bit. We'll see where I end. Evan Max Topaz, Habs suck. You come into a Habs room and you say Habs suck. Mods, keep your eyes on that guy. Awesome, Johnny. Thank you, buddy. Trade. We should be so lucky to dump Carey Price. Yeah. MB up with 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. And he's up there. So we're going to get something here. What are we getting? He's not talking any more trash. I just sent him away. Okay. Yeah, this is the worst one. David, this is the worst wait now. The Habs are about to pick, so the big suspense. Okay, we're okay, who's left out there? Connor Zary, the two big defensemen, Hendricks Lapierre, Mercer. You know what? Yeah, I think it's going to be Zary. If he's still there, it might be Zary or Lapierre or one of the defensemen. I'm still going to go with Lapierre because that's what I just have this feeling about the kid, so I kind of want him here. But it could be Zary. Everybody else seems gone that I was thinking was going to be there. No, not everybody. There's still guys out there. I can't think of the names. You know, Mercer, for some reason, I don't want Dawson Mercer. Don't ask me why. 14 or 16? We're at 16 now, David. And we's awaiting with bated breath, as they say. Come on. Here it comes. Here it comes. Walking down the street. I'm giving my age away. The Monkeys song. Okay, come on, Habs. Make it a good one. Come on, Habs. Come on, Habs. I guess they're just it's 5 minutes. Habs take Gooley. Is that real or that's your opinion? Habs take Gooley. Go Habs go. Again, is that real? Yes. Well, I got it right. In the was it yesterday's video? I said I had Lapierre or Gooley, and it's Gooley, or was it Jarvis and Gooley? Something like that. No, it was Lapierre or Gooley, and they took Gooley. Caden, what? Defenseman Caden Zaguki. No, it's Caden Gooley. Gooley may be better than we think. From what I can tell, Gooley is probably better than we all think. There's some good upside to him. Okay, so I got to do a video about Gooley. I don't really care at this point now what everybody else gets. So I don't think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to stop soon. We'll talk a little bit now. But, yeah, that's interesting. So they got Gooley. They didn't take Lapierre, so I'm disappointed that way. I did kind of expect that Gooley would be the guy that if they didn't take Lapierre. But I have to say, I'm a little disappointed they didn't take Lapierre. I would have liked to see Lapierre go right there. But so there you go. They got another big guy. I believe he's like 6'2". He's got some offensive upside that hasn't come out yet. He is, to me, I want to say he's a lot like Joel Edmondson. So maybe, he fits that kind of. It's like they have what's the word I'm looking for? Jeez, sorry guys. It's like they have a type right now for defensemen where all these big goalie fits in that big defenseman kind of along the lines of Joel Edmondson, I think. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit more research on him, and I'm going to do a video. We're at 9. I don't know. It might come out tonight. It might come out in the morning. We'll have to see. He's good. He's a good skater, and he is nasty. That's right. I remember putting that in my video. So he's a mobile defenseman, which is a good thing. They're comparing him to Colton Parayko. That's not a bad comparison, if that's true. So, yeah, a mobile defenseman on the left side, I don't think that's a problem. I think his offense there, from what I remember from the other day, he's got some offensive upside that hasn't really come out yet. And I think he's going to be better offensively than we think. He's a stay-at-home defenseman, but a stay-at-home, like not from my day. The new stay-at-home defenseman is a different defenseman than when I was a kid or growing up. The stay-at-home defensemen were literally these big lumbering, just guys that can hit and get in the way and hurt somebody and that kind of thing. Stay-at-home defensemen now have some offense to their game, so he's like that. So we're going to see. I'm not upset. I kind of wanted Lapierre. Everybody else I wanted was gone. So, yeah, there's another one. Hal Gill type. Hal Gill was a little bit bigger. 6'7", I think, Hal Gill. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes, Chris, not a problem. You called it. I had it in my video yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I had either Lapierre or if they were going with forward, and Gouli with for a defenseman. So, yeah, a lot of people really thought they were going to go for Gouli. So, I'm not really surprised. No, I don't think he's old school stay at home though, Morgan. I was close. I said pick the goalie, but it was Gouli. Good one, Jeff. Like, what pick number did you guys have? We had 16. What do you mean? We had 16. Gouli, LOL is great. Bob said he's gained 50 pounds recently. He was a big guy, and yeah, he could use a little extra weight. I don't know about 50 pounds. It seems like a lot, but Habs need Western boys. Excited sleeper, big ticket. I don't mind Gouli. I wanted someone flashier. We all kind of did. But you know what? Flashier doesn't always mean better. So it doesn't really mean that it's going to be better. So we'll have to see. So, Jeff, you're still here. We podcasting after? Let me know. He's taller than 6'2". No, I don't think so. He's just under 6'2" from what I remember. Although that's from April. So, yeah, he may be taller than 6'2" now. At that age, he's still growing. So, yeah, it's possible. He has a nasty streak to his game, apparently. And he's a good skater. From what I remember, he's a mobile defenseman. And he is only 18, so he is a growing boy. So, yeah. So, Bob McKenzie had him rated 14, so there you go. So we got him at 16. If you go by Bob McKenzie's rankings, we did okay. So people really shouldn't be upset because I think he was legitimately a legitimate possibility to be picked there, and deservedly so. So I don't think it's a problem. So yeah. Whoops. Hang on, I gotta send a text. So yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm really okay with it. So I don't know now. I'm not really going to go anymore because I want to do a podcast. Jeff and I are going to do a podcast. We're going to talk about the draft and the Domi trade. We're basically going to talk about all the stuff that happened today. That's going to be our topic. we're going to just go with that, and it will be out, if we're successful to record it, it will be out tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will look for that. I will post it. I'll post a link, not in this description, but in my next videos, and I will post it on Twitter, and I always post it on Facebook. So if you want to go to my Facebook page, it is also Talking Habs with Rick, and you can go there, and it'll be there once it's out. Goalie is 6'2", 186, according to info on Bob McKenzie's list. Yeah, so I doubt he gained. I doubt he was 136, and he gained 50 to get there. So Goalie, a big man, but he can really move. Yeah, he's a mobile defenseman, so I think it's actually a good pick. I know we probably would have liked more offensive guys, but that's who we got. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign out here because we're going to get ready to podcast, and Montreal's made their pick, and I'm a Habs channel, so for me, going through everything doesn't really pay, and I would like to podcast tonight while this is all fresh and Jeff is all riled up. It's going to be a good podcast. Okay, so I want to just thank everybody for being here. For the 18 thumbs up and the 22 people in the room and all the support you guys give me, and you watch my videos, and I really do appreciate that. We'll be back on for members. We'll be back tomorrow with our members only live stream, so look for that. And next Saturday for Saturday Night Hockey Talk, and we'll talk about all this stuff. So thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for watching the draft with me, the first 16 picks. And I will see you next time. I was about to say, you ever do that? You're about to say something and it goes out of your head, gone. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great week, and I'll see you next video and next live streams. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.